Welcome to Seattle College's international programs and our show Conversations With, where we talk to people that help you understand how you too can be an international student in the United States and why Seattle Colleges should be your first choice. We'll talk to students and staff and agents and government folks, all kinds of people about what you can expect when you're getting ready to apply or travel here, what you'll experience while you're with us, and how it can all lead to an amazing life. Don't forget to check out the Seattle College's International Programs website at intl.seattlecolleges.edu, where you can find a treasure trove of information about the school, the programs here, and best of all, fill out and submit your application. Again, that's intl.seattlecolleges.edu. Hey everybody, welcome back to Seattle College's Conversations With. We're here at the Seattle Central campus. Yet another awesome guest from the country of Korea. Welcome.
Hi, welcome.
Welcome. Can you introduce yourself? Let everybody know where you're from and what you're studying, how long you've been here maybe.
Of course. My name is Sofia Jun, and I am from Korea. Especially Gyeonggi-do, I would say, which is the right bottom of the Gangwon-do.
Oh.
So it's right next to Seoul,
Okay.
I would say. And yeah, this is my first year in Seattle colleges, especially Seattle Central College.
Yay.
And I've been really enjoying a lot. And
Cool.
yeah, I'm a business student.
Business.
Yay.
Nice. What do you want to do with business? Are you going to start your own company someday? Or?
Well, that may be one of my goals, but for now, I would say I'm really interested in consulting,
Oh,
maybe analyzing,
right.
yeah, and also marketing.
Marketing's great. We love it.
Yes.
Yeah. So while you're here, it's an opportunity to do business in the United States. Do you plan to do OPT after you do your first 2 years here? Do you have a company in mind that you would really like to work with?
I would say, so not a specific one yet, but it'll be really great if I can work in Seattle, maybe New York or Los Angeles. Yeah, anything will be great.
Right. You always forget that you can go away to do your OPT if you want. You go to New York or Los Angeles or whatever. But we have a lot of great companies here in Seattle, like Starbucks, Amazon,
Microsoft. Yeah.
And we have other smaller ones that a lot of people haven't heard about, like Outdoor Research and, I can't remember, Zymonics or a lot of good companies. So good luck with that. That's good.
you.
So you've been here said a year.
Yes.
So you still have one more year before you graduate? Okay. And you went straight into your college classes, right?
No.
Oh, did you have to do English school?
Yes. That's when we met.
That's
where we met at
Okay.
Yeah.
But you started at what level?
I started at the first ever quarter in Seattle Central College. I was taking listening and speaking level 3 and reading and writing for level 4.
Right.
Yeah. So I take SCIE classes for 2 quarters before my college classes started. And in 2024 summer, I get to start my college classes.
Yay. But you've already, when levels 4 and 5, you're able to take some college classes as well.
Oh, yes. Right.
So what have you been taking in addition to the English?
At the time, I was taking Sociology 102.
Oh, cool.
And Humanity 105, which I really enjoyed.
Tell me about it.
So for Sociology 102 is basically really similar to the Sociology 101, which a lot of domestic students take.
Right.
And so it's just 102 is only for the international students.
Oh, it is? I didn't know they had a sociology just for international students.
It's part of international programs, I believe.
Oh, cool.
So it's basically the same people that you're taking other SEI classes and Sociology 102.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so it's about the Sociology 101, a lot of terms, a lot of...
Sure.
theories.
What about humanities?
Humanity was so fun. Humanity, the class name was Intercultural Communication.
Oh, cool.
We get to learn a lot about humanity sides with different lenses, different perspectives, and one of the class material that I can remember is about the gender.
Oh.
Yeah. Issues, and also some about immigrants.
Sure.
Yeah.
Right. So do you do intercultural communications from all the different perspectives, all the different peoples around the world? I mean, do you kind of look through things through, say, Middle Eastern, African, Latin American, all those different?
Well, I would say the primary lens that we look through is of course, U.S. And through the U.S., we view a lot of these different social issues and news that is all over the place in the global world.
Sure.
And so that's why immigrants is here, gender issues here,
right,
and maybe poverty, and also some income gaps. And
So have you found that coming to the U.S., has it been what you expected, or has it been a lot different? I mean, you've been here many times, you said before we started rolling. This is your fifth time? Sixth time in the U.S.
Yeah.
That's amazing. So tell everybody why you've been here so many times.
Okay.
Yeah. That's kind of cool.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so too. And so the reason why I came here fifth times before I started study abroad in Seattle is because of my family, who was studying abroad in Seattle, which is my sister and brother. They are older brothers and older sister of mine, and they went to UW.
Both of them went to UW?
Yes.
As freshmen, or did they start at a community college as well?
They started at community college.
Yeah. Did they start at Seattle colleges?
Yes, my sister did.
Oh, good.
And my brother started at Bellevue College.
Okay.
Is it community college?
Yeah, Bellevue's a community college as well.
Okay. So, yeah.
Just on the other side of the lake.
Yeah. So they both started at community college, and then they transferred.
Very cool.
Yeah.
And so when you traveled here to visit them, did you hang out with them, go to classes with them?
I didn't get to just actually go to their classes, but I went to Sozalo Library.
Sure.
Beautiful. And I think it was just pretty much about shopping and other traveling, not only about classes.
So you did some touristy kinds of traveling? Where'd you go?
Well, Gasworks, Space Needle.
Oh, okay. Sure.
And also the Amazon Sphere.
Yes.
And also Green Lake.
And Green Lake's great. I really like that area.
I really like it. Yeah, Green Lake. And
what time of year was it?
So the first time, we have fifth times.
Sure.
The first time was 2018.
Okay.
And that at the time I was 12 years old. Yeah. And the second time was 2020, which during the COVID, I think, no, that was 2021.
Yeah.
So right after the COVID, and in summer and winter, twice in a year. And then it was 2023 in summer, and and then 2024 so in the summer I visited as a vacation, and then winter I get to here to study abroad.
Right. Yeah. So you've kind of experienced most of the seasons already.
Oh, yeah.
That's great. Which is your favorite?
Oh, I have to say it's summer and
spring. Of course.
But I love Seattle's winter too.
Why?
Well, I think there is a specific and certain atmosphere that we can only feel in the wintertime, especially in the Pacific Northwest.
I agree.
a lot of people say it's too depressing, gloomy, it's raining.
Not too
But I mean, I agree at some point, but still, it's just romantic, I would say.
Yeah. This year's been a little bit wetter than I remember last winter. So each season changes a little bit, but it really generally isn't as bad as most people say it is. Seattle's not too bad.
Seattle's not too bad. Seattle's really beautiful.
Like the darkest, the longest day of the year, it can be dark for a long time, but
the sun time.
then it changes pretty quickly. Like this weekend, it felt like spring was in the air.
Yes.
And it's just now March.
Yeah. I think that was Saturday. It was really sunny. Oh, I loved it.
It was beautiful. Yeah. I was actually down in Oregon visiting, and it was 2 days in a row of just glorious weather. It's really nice.
Really nice.
Well, very cool. So you're doing business major. You've been here a few times. What are you? So are your brother and sister both business majors as well?
No, that's a fun part actually. So my brother is majored in anthropology.
Oh, cool.
And minor in global health. So he is working in that healthcare field. And my sister, you want to guess? It's one of the STEM majors.
Oh, is she a, let's see, biochemistry major?
You got it! Oh my god!
This was not rehearsed at all. I just guessed that off the
That is impressive. Yeah, she is biochemistry major,
cool.
and she works in UW.
Oh, very good.
Yeah, medicine.
Nice. Yeah, good school to go to if you're interested in that field, for sure. You can start that here at Seattle Colleges if you like. One of our former podcast guests and a high school completion plus student, she did biochemistry here and now is transferring to University of Washington. You started off not as a high school student though, right? You went so you graduated from school in Korea. Did you go to a private or a public school?
I went to private.
You went to a private school?
But I dropped out.
You did?
Yeah, but still I have my high school diploma, and we have a little behind the scene over it. Is it okay if I share?
Sure, please.
Yeah. So, I only attended to my high school. I was only able to attend to my high school about a year.
Okay.
And then I had to drop out due to my health issues.
Oh, sure, yeah.
So, and then so in Korea, we have this one system. It's like similar to GED in the US.
Sure, yeah, makes sense.
So it's high school completion for the high school graduation diploma.
Right.
So I took the test, got it, graduated earlier, like 2 years earlier, and then I'm here in Seattle.
And you knew all along that you always wanted to come to the U.S. and study, or did you only consider it because your brother and sister had been here before, or at what point in your life did you know you wanted to?
So I would say I've always been thinking about studying abroad, especially to the U.S.
Okay.
Not only because my sister and my brother is here, but also I wanted my life to be global, broad, like colorful. So, and I thought that studying abroad can be one way to start my journey as global, broad. So, and when I got to attend to my high school, I didn't know I'm going to drop out in like a year. And so at that time, my goal was graduating my high school and then go to four-year university. Yeah, which is my school was good at because we have that international student program.
Gotcha.
So that a lot of students go to NYU.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, go to good schools. And I was preparing for that, and boom, you have to take a rest.
Things happen,
things happen. And but still, there's a way. I took another test, and I'm here in Seattle really happily.
Good.
I'm doing really good. So
that's cool. Did you apply anywhere else, or did you only apply to Seattle colleges?
I only applied to Seattle colleges.
That's good. That's good. Yeah, we wonder about why people find us, how they found us. Obviously, you had a sibling who came here already, so that makes it easier. But Seattle area has a number of schools around it, so sometimes people apply elsewhere as well. Well, cool. Did you use an agent in the process of applying, or did you apply directly yourself?
Surprisingly, I did it myself.
You did, yeah.
Yeah, starting from the scratch, just by myself, everything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
How hard was it?
It wasn't that hard.
No, it's not very hard.
It's to be honest, it's just copy and paste your address, your birthday, your name, and just checking that you have committed a crime or not. So
she hasn't, thankfully.
So
yeah. No, it's pretty easy. Some people get a little intimidated. There's a lot of things you got to do, so they'll use an agent, which is a great way to go as well. There's services that they offer, but you didn't, and that worked out great as well. So consider your options. So let's talk about your visa process. You know, one of the things everybody always asks about because they're nervous or they just need more information. Once you got your I-20 from us after you applied, how long did it take before you were able to get into the embassy to do your interview?
I would say it took about 2 weeks.
Oh, that's pretty fast.
A week to 2 weeks, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's great. And when you did go, how long was your interview?
In the embassy. I think less than 10 minutes.
Oh, super fast. Okay.
Yeah, because I prepared all the documents.
Just smart girl.
Yes, exactly.
And did they actually look at your documents, or?
Yes.
Good.
But the thing is, they usually want to see only the documents that are actually required for the process. So, for example, my high school completion diploma wasn't required document, but of course I knew that they will need it. I am still in an age that should be in a high school right now, but I'm in an embassy, so they might be curious. And then, so I took it with me, and of course I couldn't give it to them directly because we just want to see the papers that we asked. And then and when she asked, oh, what about your high school, then I just and everything went well.
That's good. What kind of questions did they ask you?
They were asking me about why did you choose Seattle,
like the city or the school?
Both.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, why Seattle and why Seattle Central College. And I remember I was answering, Seattle has a lot of big companies. You know, as a business major student, I think there'll be a lot of advantage for me.
It's true.
And I tended to not answer is because my sister and brother is there because they might be that might gave them like a fishy, you know.
Oh, I think that might be a positive thing. It's like your family's already here.
And there might be a clue of, oh, so you want to settle down without a visa. Like this kind of situation. So I just want to prevent it. So
Sure. Now, do you live with your brother and sister?
I live with my sister.
Okay.
And my brother is living with his wife.
Oh, very good. Yeah, that's nice because then you have to worry about housing, food. I mean, you do have to worry about food a little bit. You don't have to get a separate apartment or something like that. That's really great. And I think that looks really good when you go in for your visa interview. It's like, hey, I'm going to live with my sister who's already there. That makes a lot of sense. Well, so you got it on your first try.
Yes.
Everything went. And then how long from the time you got your visa before you got on an airplane?
Oh, got the visa and the airplane. I think 2 weeks.
Oh, so it all happened pretty fast.
Yeah, it happened really fast. And so I remember I was getting a little anxious about, oh, what if I didn't get my visa before my, plane, because I accidentally or not accidentally booked my plane ticket already. Yeah. So, what if I don't get my passport from them? But it happened. Everything went well.
Good.
And so I remember, impressive. Nice.
So a lot of people might be in the same boat as you. They've gone through their visa interview. They got their visa, and now they're just waiting to get on a plane. How did you spend your time between preparing to go. What advice would you give them, like when you're preparing to go? What kinds of things should they remember to do?
Ooh, I remember I was enjoying Korean foods a lot that I will miss.
Hey, we have good Korean food here. It's not quite the same. I've been to Seoul, so I know how good it is. Yeah, it's so good.
Nice. Yeah, thank you for pointing that out.
Yeah.
And I was packing a lot of things, and since it was in a winter, so a lot of clothing items were bulky, like sweaters. So I need to like push it down. And speaking of packing my luggages, I remember I was taking a lot of stationery items, which including pens and pencil cases.
Oh.
Which you might find interesting because we have all the pens in the US as well.
Sure.
But I would say I am kind of like a stationery nerd.
So you have your favorites?
Yeah, I have my favorite pen company and pen, specific pen.
No, that's cool. I think that's great.
Yeah. So, I remember I was going to the Korean Costco and then Costco in Korea and then buying all the stationery items, including the highlighters and
oh my gosh,
pens. But it's just like a small, it's not that big to pack. So stationery items and then hair irons,
of course.
Well. Yeah, and also I would say some items that can make you comfortable.
Right.
Maybe it can be your favorite keychain.
Right.
Maybe your favorite backpack. It can be your pencil. Yeah, and also it can be your anything.
Yeah. Sure. Because you're going away for far away, and you want to be comfortable while you're here. You have family here, which is kind of nice. So, do you find that you don't really miss home too much, or do you find I miss mom and dad or whatever?
I would say, at first when I came here, I missed them a little bit. But now. I love them, but I don't really.
I get it.
Yeah, miss them. Miss them a lot, and also they've been visited Seattle. And then they actually came back to Korea on last Saturday, which was
so they were just
March
here.
1st. Yes.
Cool.
So, yeah.
How long were they here?
They were staying here about 2 months.
Okay. 2 months. That's a long time.
Yeah. As the visa allows.
Sure. Are they retired or are they able to work from here?
They were able to work here remote.
Very good. Yeah. Well, that's nice. Did you guys just do touristy things with them or did they just sit and hang out with you?
Half and half. We did some, went to Bainbridge Island.
Oh, yeah,
We went to Renton. We went to Ruston in Tacoma.
Okay.
Which is a beautiful town.
Yeah.
And also we just, we were just staying home, cooking some Korean food.
Sure.
Enjoying Christmas and the New Year's Day together. And,
No, that's really cool.
Yeah.
Was that their first time in the U.S.?
No.
They've been here many times.
Yeah,
So were they international students when they were younger?
No.
Oh, they weren't?
They weren't.
Well, three kids total. You're all in the U.S. now.
Yes.
So they are very supportive of you guys going off to... That's really interesting. So now they're just home by themselves?
Yeah, with a cat.
Of course. Do you guys have any pets here?
Yes.
You do?
I do.
You're the first international student I've interviewed, I think, that has a pet, or at least that I've asked, maybe.
We have 2 kittens in our home. It's just lovely. And so their name is Poppy and Berry.
Okay, do you speak to them in English or in Korean?
I would like to say that our cats are bilingual.
They're bilingual cats.
Yes.
That's great.
Yeah.
So I got my cat from China in Chengdu when I lived in China, and I brought him back to the United States with me. So when we got here, he didn't speak any English, so we had to really work on that. He only speaks Chinese. It was great, though.
Okay.
Frank, he's a big baby, cries a lot, but he's a good cat.
Okay.
Well, that's cool. You're the first one that's had an animal. What do you do for fun? Like, are you involved with clubs or extracurricular activities? Do you do leadership?
Oh, that's a good question because I'm a member of PTK, which is Pi Theta Kappa, which is our honor society that to an international student might be unfamiliar with the concept of what is an honor society and
tell them.
Yeah,
what is it? What is PTK?
So PTK is a organization with community colleges in the U.S. and I believe that Pi Theta Kappa is the largest honor society in the U.S. So it's a big organization, and so we mainly have two projects going on along the quarter, which is one is HIA. It stands for Honors in Action.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And it's basically about the research about our community. So last time we were doing a research about homelessness and sleep deprivation.
Oh, that's a
Really
real
specific.
problem. Yeah.
Yeah, and for the other one is called College Project, which is actual doing something. So for example, now we are doing clothing donation. It's going on. Our tiger's closet is up there on the third floor. The name is so cute, right?
Yeah, that is great. So I'm not really sure I understand those. So did you say clothes?
Yeah, clothes.
Yeah, so you're collecting clothes?
Yeah, to donate.
To students or to anybody in the community?
To the community.
Okay.
So it's like one center in our community that needs clothing donation. And I think I forgot the name of that organization, but I remember that the organization was for women and who is a single mom, and yeah.
So where do you get your donations from? How are you finding people to donate?
So we have been promoted our project with posters, flyers, and through our social media.
Okay.
And we have that actual physical place that has that clothing box and then room and the posters. So we are, collecting the clothes, waiting for students.
So if you're already here in Seattle, if you're a Seattle listener or a student here at Seattle, where can they just contact you, or do they just go? Which room do they go to donate clothes?
It's so you can contact me.
Okay.
Or
Do you have you said social media site? You had a social media site?
Yeah.
Which is the social media site that they can go to?
So it's we have our own Instagram account. It's called Seattle Central PTK.
Good to know.
Yeah. And you can find a lot of information there, and also you can DM us to ask questions, and also it has our president's email on the bio. So
who is the president?
He is Thomas Chen.
International student?
Yeah, international. He's from Taiwan.
Yeah. I should interview him. What? There we go.
We should do like a Pi Theta Kappa.
I think that's a great idea.
Yes.
Especially since Phi Theta Kappa, you guys need to really look into this when you're here. It is an honor society. So not just anybody can get in. You do have to maintain a certain GPA.
Yes,
is that correct?
3.3, I believe.
3.3.
Yeah.
So, and then do you have, I'm a little clear on this sometimes. Do you have to be invited in, or can you just apply to get in?
So it can be both.
It can be both.
So if you have average GPA of 3 over than 3.3, then we will automatically send you invitations to join our PTK in our chapter, in our college. But if you didn't get an invitation, even if you have 3.4 GPA, then you can also contact us to, in order to join.
Sure. And there is a website for Phi Theta Kappa you can check out. Just do a Google search for Phi Theta Kappa. it's a really great organization because not only can you get some leadership experience, but you can also get a scholarship, right?
Yes, yes.
Have you applied for a scholarship through Phi Theta Kappa?
Not yet.
Not yet.
I think I heard that is quite competitive.
Oh.
But there's a lot of scholarships that you can apply to.
Right.
And I've actually seen somebody who won the scholarship, which is great. So
I agree.
Yeah, there's possibilities.
In fact, one of the young women from Tunisia, she was an alumni from here. I just interviewed her a few weeks ago, and she got a rather generous Phi Theta Kappa scholarship, and she'd been an officer with Phi Theta Kappa, so she got great experience. She got a scholarship through it. Yeah, really cool organization.
Yeah.
How many members are there here at Central?
Whoa, when it comes to members, then I would say about 20.
Okay, so it's not a huge group. Why don't more people join? Maybe they just don't know about it.
Some of them are, but I believe there are more members because it's the process. It's not really. They don't need to show up. Practically
To the meetings, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we don't know even if you are actually a member, but you're part of us.
Oh.
So for the officers, we have president of PTK in our chapter, and we have vice president of college project, and vice president of HIA, and vice president of public affair, which I applied for.
Yeah.
I hope I can get in. So these are and we have advisor who is a professor.
Right.
So these are the working people.
And
then the members, we've seen a lot of members. That's why I say about 20 or 25, but I think there would be more.
Sure. Yeah, there's probably a list out there of people who do it. But if you're not part of it, if you're a student that has a GPA that's worthy, please consider applying. Yeah. It's a great place to go and meet good people. Also, maybe get a scholarship opportunity. So yeah, lots of great choices there.
And we've been doing a lot of workshops weekly, bi-weekly.
What kind of workshops?
It was this month. It was about job readiness and resume.
Yeah.
A lot of careers and also transferring as well.
Right. Yeah, if you're going to do OPT, having a good resume put together is a really great idea. I mean, even if down the road you open your own business and you don't really need a resume, it's still a good skill, I think. And I think networking is one of the best parts.
Oh, obviously.
Meet good people that are like-minded. So, well, that sounds great. So you're busy with that. And what else are you doing as far as extracurricular?
Extracurricular. I am about to start a volunteer work that is for our community, which is called Reading Partners.
Oh, cool.
So it is about helping children's literacy to making a little tutor sessions, reading books, maybe helping them study.
Cool.
And
And where do you do that? Will they come to campus or do you have to go to their school?
We have to go to their school. And then there's a lot of reading centers in our community.
Oh, okay.
Some in Northgate, some in University, U District, some in Capitol Hill also.
Right. And how much time do you give to that, or will you give to that effort?
It is about... I believe it was about 2 hours in a week,
that's
2
not too
to
bad.
4 hours in a week. But I have to check again because my tutor orientation session is also coming up.
Oh,
It's
that's
the
cool.
second orientation.
Oh, so when you apply for it and you get it, do they give you credit as well? Volunteer credit? Because I know some people do it for like a class almost, where you get what's it called? Anyway, you get class credit, but in your case, you're not doing it.
It's not for credit.
And it's unpaid. It's a volunteer, so
unpaid,
so it's all just out of the goodness of your heart. Nice.
Thank you.
That's really cool. And do your brother and sister do this kind of thing as well? Is that how you heard about it, or?
I have no idea.
You should talk to your brother and sister.
Yes, I think so. But because my sister was in in North Seattle College and that time was during the pandemic, so she didn't get to do a lot of extra credits.
Mm-hmm. Did you consider North over Central, or did you consider South?
Oh, that's a good question, because at first I considered North.
Okay.
Because I live closer to the North campus.
You're like Northgate area?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And also my sister went there, so my sister was NSC was really good. You have to apply, you have to go there too, and then it turns out that I have to go to Central campus in order to take S3E classes. Then Central is nice.
Well, it's downtown, so it's pretty cool.
Yes, I really like the location and the diversity that we have. We have a lot of students from North and South, and also some, really like Kent, Renton, by driving. So no. So if you don't understand what she just said, SCI. No, you said it well. I just want to make sure that. So SCIE is our Institute of English. So if you are a second language user, like English is not your first language, you may, depending on your scores of your English proficiency test, you may have to start there and do a little time before you're college ready, which is what she did. And that program is housed here at the Central campus. Yes.
So you would need to start here, but if your heart really wants to go to South or North, which we encourage, you could start here, do your English, and then head over there if you want to.
Yeah.
But if you end up loving Central, staying is always an option as well. That's kind of the nice thing about the program. Your English is so good. It kind of,
Thank you.
I didn't remember that we had met through the SEIA because I was like, well, your English is so good. So did you feel confident with your English when you first got here, or were you really nervous about your English?
I would say I wasn't that confident with my
You weren't?
English. Yeah, I weren't. No, I weren't. It's because I was not, or I would say, because my brother and sister, they graduated UW, like, they are proficient, they are fluent.
Their English is great.
Yeah, so they were like a clear object of comparing with me and my sister and brother. So I wasn't confident, but I got helped from SCIE a lot, and now I think I'm not 100% confident, but why not? It's just part of language. It's just,
No, it seems like you've picked it up really fast. See, you told me you started at level 3, so I kind of figured that's like intermediate, but I wouldn't call you an intermediate speaker.
No.
So good job.
Thank you.
When you're sitting around home with your sister, do you speak in Korean or do you speak in English?
We speak in Korean.
Oh, you do.
So sometimes she speaks in English, which I found kind of cringe.
Really?
You know what I mean? It's
like, what?
So one thing about English, about me, is that it has its own atmosphere, or that impression of like confident. So that's why if I imagine me speaking English, then maybe I would imagine me with sunglasses, or you know what I mean?
That's what I do every day.
Yeah, exactly. So it's just, so sometimes it's just, she speaks in English, then I would immediately respond back in Korean. And I don't say, like, speaking Korean or not, but I don't say those kind of things, but I just personally found it kind of cringe, but only from my sister.
Okay.
Yeah, not from other guys.
Yeah, like if I'm talking to you in English,
it's not.
Like,
of course, it's not.
But with her sister, that makes total sense. Oh wait, do you hear that? That means it's trivia time.
Oh.
Woo! So the trivia time, we ask you 5 different questions. If you get them all right, you make it on our wall of fame. And if you don't, it's okay. You'll just cry yourself to sleep tonight.
Oh no!
No, it's just for fun. So, all right, question number 1. Since we're talking about Korean, I got to test your Korean here.
Okay.
So, Question number 1. What does dwi huligichagi mean?
Sorry.
Dwi huligichagi.
Dwi
Huligichagi.
Huligichagi.
How about we just make it easier, because I'm probably butchering your language. How about we just say, what is a chuggy?
Chuggy. So as a verb?
Yeah.
Chuggy means kick?
Yes!
To kick?
Woo!
Oh!
She's really Korean.
Yay, I'm certified.
All right, here's another Korea question. You ready? How many degrees of black belt are there in Taekwondo?
How many degrees of black belt?
In World Federation Taekwondo.
Whoa.
It's the national sport of Korea.
It is.
No pressure.
Oh, okay. How many levels?
Yeah, how many dans are there in black belt?
Oh, okay. I'm not so sure because I've never get to learn Taekwondo.
It's so funny. I've interviewed a number of Korean students, and none of them have done Taekwondo. That's so crazy. So there are 9 levels of black belt in World Federation, World Taekwondo Federation. Have you been to the Kukiwon?
Kukiwon?
In Seoul?
I don't think so. I don't think so.
You definitely got to go. It's really cool. There's a great little museum there. They got the great training floor. I was a Taekwondo instructor for 7 years, so that's why. So I'm a big fan of Korea.
Aww.
Yeah. I went to the Kukiwon when I was there. You know, we did some poomsae.
Oh, Kukiwon. Oh, now I got it. Okay.
It's because I'm saying it wrong.
No, it's okay. It's just I just heard it's cookie something. So cookie.
Kukiwon.
Yes. Yeah, it's my ear.
My Chinese is better than my Korean. Very good. Nice job. All right. Question number 3. You are in the state of Washington. What is the capital city of the state of Washington?
Oh, that's a really difficult question.
That is a difficult question.
Seattle?
Seattle is not the capital.
Oh, Edmond?
No. The capital of Washington
County?
starts with an O.
Oh.
And it's south of here.
South of here. Oh.
It's a cute little town, actually.
Othello?
Good guess, but it's Olympia.
Oh, Olympia.
So if you haven't been to Olympia and you get a chance, you should definitely check it out. You can take Amtrak, which is our train, right down to Olympia. It only takes about a couple hours maybe. It's really great.
Yeah, that's so cool.
Yeah.
I would definitely check out. Yeah.
Okay. Question number 4. As an international student, if you are going to maintain your visa status, how many credits do you have to take each quarter?
At least 12 credits.
Yes.
Yes.
And how many of those credits have to be in either in-person classes or hybrid classes?
Oh, I just said 12, right?
12 is the total, yeah.
And I believe 7.
Yes. Woo! All right, great. So the last question, and this is a really hard question, is what was the last movie you saw in the theaters?
In the theaters, not in my home.
Well, if you don't go to the theater, then yeah, what did you see at home? But
in the theaters, I watched The Wicked.
Oh,
Wicked.
What'd you think?
I loved it.
Yeah. It was up for a lot of Academy Awards. Yeah, it's I haven't seen it yet, so I'm kind of curious.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is really good.
Yeah, good singing.
Yeah, singing, also comedy,
Sure.
Yeah.
Did you know? Have you seen the Broadway play?
Not yet, but
me neither.
I'd love to in the future.
All right. Oh, cool. Did you watch the Academy Awards?
On live, I didn't. I just checked some of the clips that pops up on the short form.
And look at the dresses.
Like,
see who's wearing what.
He won this award. She won this award.
Yeah.
Congratulations and beautiful dresses.
So, who's your favorite Korean actress?
Oh, that's a really great question because I am a movie nerd.
Me too.
I would like to say my favorite Korean actress. Only one?
Gotta narrow it down. It's hard.
Yeah, it is hard. I'm really serious.
She wasn't
Sorry.
wasn't ready for this question.
Well,
while you're thinking about it, have you seen Squid Game?
Yes.
Of course, everybody's seen it.
Yeah, I've seen it. Yeah.
That was kind of my big intro to Korean cinema or television. That was like, whoa, this is crazy.
Oh.
It was really fun to watch, though. And did you see Parasite?
Yes, I did.
What'd you think?
Liked it. I really loved it. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. And also a new movie from that same director, Bong Joon-ho, is coming out this Thursday, I think. It's called Mickey 17.
Oh, good to know.
And it's their main character, main host.
No character, I think
main
is
character,
the right one.
Yeah, is Robert Pattinson, which is the Twilight.
It's an American
Washington.
Wow. So did he come to the U.S. to direct it, or was it shot in Korea?
I heard they shot in a lot of different locations. Okay. So they are in Korea promoting the movie.
Cool.
And probably think they also have Mark Ruffalo in the movie.
I love Mark Ruffalo.
Yes.
That's so great.
Yeah, Little Hulk. Yeah.
So check it out. Say the name of the movie again.
Mickey 17.
Mickey 17. All right. So that's just coming out. Wow. Yeah. Very cool. I will check it out too. Do you know if it's going to open in Seattle soon? Oh, good. So you can see it right here in the city of Seattle or anywhere else in the U.S. So, wow, very cool. Yeah. Well, you did pretty well on your questions. Good job.
Thank you.
We're wrapping it up now. The final things I have you do is we invite our international student guests to say a few words in their first language. Now, we've had a few Korean guests already, but everybody says things a little bit differently.
Yes.
Like my English is definitely different than the English they speak down in Georgia. So, so maybe 10, 15 seconds worth, whatever you could say hi to your mom and dad, or you can give words of wisdom, or whatever you want to do.
Okay. Can you do 3, 2, 1?
3. Oh, no, wait. 하나, 둘, 셋.
Okay. 제가 하고 싶은 말은 미국이 됐든 시애틀이 됐든 자신의 미래를 위해서 이렇게 새로운 도전을 해보고 하는 걸 전혀 두려워하지 않았으면 좋겠다는 말 하고 싶습니다.
Cool. Love
Thank
it.
you.
Yeah, very nice. And then, of course, the last question of the day is you have been through the process. You've traveled all this way. You have siblings who've been international students. If you were going to give advice to those kids back in your region that are thinking about coming to Seattle, maybe they're thinking about a community college, but they're not really sure, what kind of advice would you give them?
I would like to say that starting at the community college and then considering transfer to four-year university is really common and also really great option to think about, and also have enough time to think about your major, your future career. And especially for the Korean people, I know we are really likes the name dropping. I know name matters to us, but I would like to say community college is really great. Yeah. And to be honest, I was also the one who really obsessed with the names of, especially when it comes to school. But I found really helpful and useful and meaningful in here all the experiences that I am doing and I got. So, yeah, come to Seattle, start your own journey, and don't be afraid of anything. Yeah.
Good advice.
Yeah.
And actually, what she's saying, if you are interested in names, and there's a lot of cultures around the world that, that's kind of important to them. The nice thing about community colleges is you do 2 years, and then you transfer and do your last 2 years, your junior and senior year. And in the end, when you get your bachelor's degree, it will say the name of the institution where you transferred to. So if she ends up going to the University of Washington, she's not going to have a diploma that says, Seattle Colleges. She'll have one that says University of Washington, which is a nationally ranked Division I research institution, fantastic school. So you get your start here, you save a lot of money, save some time maybe.
Exactly.
Then go and get your name brand diploma wherever you want. We've had students go to Columbia, to University of California. So yeah, sky's kind of the limit. Keep your grades high and your choices are unlimited really. So cool.
Totally.
Nice job. What was the dream school, of those 4-year schools? Like, did you want to go to Harvard or something? Or
When
were
I
you
was in
looking-
Korea,
Yeah.
in my high school, I was thinking about University of Pennsylvania
Oh,
because it's
yeah,
a
good school.
top business school, and also UW because my sister and brother went there. And also Foster is really good school.
Great business school.
Great,
So, yeah.
and I remember that too. Those two was my top target schools.
Cool.
But for now, it's UC Berkeley, Haas Business School.
Oh, sure.
Seems really fun and really great.
Mm-hmm.
And still, Foster School is in my mind. And yeah, especially
Nice.
it's mostly about the West Coast.
Right. Have you been down to San Francisco to visit?
Not yet.
It's a great city.
Yeah.
I mean, I
I'd
hope
love
you'll stay
to.
in Seattle because it's a great place, but San Francisco is a really nice place to be.
Yeah.
My 3 favorite cities in the U.S. are New York, of course, San Francisco, and then Seattle. Yeah, great cities.
I love that combination. I want to go to San Francisco and New York too.
For sure.
Yeah.
Well, you're here. You get a vacation quarter. Take your time.
Yes.
Go off and see the world.
Yes.
It's wonderful. Well, thanks so much for all your time and all your information. We really appreciate it.
I hope this helps.
Help me. I can't speak for these guys out in the world.
Yeah.
But no, I think it's always super interesting and great. Thanks so much for coming. Hey guys, don't forget Seattle College's Conversations with every Wednesday here, where we interview staff and students and people around the world. So come learn about being an international student, about community colleges, about the great city of Seattle. We'd love to have you. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, please. Good luck with the rest of your year.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. Enjoy your summer. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Conversations With is painstakingly crafted for you by the Seattle College's International Programs Department and supported by the lovely folks here on our campus. This show is produced and edited by me, Evan Franulovich. We welcome your emails and questions about coming to Seattle Colleges. Please reach out to us via our website or just give us a rating and a review on Apple Podcasts, as this helps others discover the show. Also, don't forget to follow us on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, or YouTube at Seattle Colleges INTL. That's Seattle Colleges INTL. And be sure to check out all of the shows here on Conversations With. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you next week.